Alrighty, good morning, folks. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is Bojan Petreski here with the TRADDICTIV team on this wonderful February 17th, 2021, with the 3D market commentary. Before we get started, as usual, just the brief disclaimer that we got on our PowerPoint here. So it's right there for your information. While that gets going, just please, do pay attention to the video that's kind of showing you what are some of the things we got going on the website. So please, feel free to check it out. Um, so we can go from there. And I just want to make sure that I'm all caught up here on everything. If you could just let me know in the chat box if everything's okay, I'd really appreciate it. I just realized the camera somehow turned itself off, but there we are. Hello, everybody, again. We should be good to go. Alrighty. Before we get going, I'm just gonna pop over the newsletter. This is our newsletter right here. It is the February 17th, 2021 newsletter with a 3D approach. If you do not have this, you can most definitely get this from us right here by just simply going to tradewithufos.com and just signing up with a free membership on our website. Again, and the word free is the key thing here. This is a free membership. You will be receiving the 3D market commentary daily every time we are setting out to do trading. So let's dive into it then. I'm just going to open up the trading view right here, as well as our newsletter, and we'll get started. So the the way that we approach these is the following. We look at this really in a 3D manner, right? We look at three different things to give us an idea, a perspective of what's going on for the day, and that is the market climate, right? So we're looking at the upcoming market direction. Is it better to be looking for opportunities to go long? Is it more probable to look for opportunities for going short? Where do we go long or short in context of that climate, right? It's the unfilled orders, the UFOs. Those are these flying saucers, right? Not mistakenly named UFOs, of where potential unfilled orders may be. As their upcoming turning points, whether we take them as entries or exits, whatever the case may be for your plan. And then, of course, market volatility, which that is just it's an outside factor to trading the markets, right? How volatile are things? Maybe if things are moving a little too quick for your taste, then maybe you want to just stay out of it for a bit until everything's kind of more calmed down and more I would say more predictable, right? So let's get going. So the first one that we always look at in the market summary is the S&P 500, which is the chart loaded up here. If you may or may not be aware, we just keep breaking new all-time highs the whole time. It is a confirmed up climate as shown here in our auto climate window down below. It is currently the 10th out of 9 days that this market goes up for, and it is simply probability wise, it's definitely has this market expanded past its standard movement up? Absolutely, right? Is it likely to continue doing so for an extended period of time? You could say lately it has been, but I would just just a word of caution, right? When things go past the sensible point, try to be a little bit more conservative. That's just how I approach it. And then as far as the buy UFOs, as you see, we have a new one that just developed here. It's already been touched. That's why it's a different color at 39.2850 to 38.7825. Price is already in there, and it has actually already touched the darker area, the darker of the circle. So there's a good chance that once the day ends, this UFO will disappear because of the fact that it's already been through the darker portion, the higher concentration of the orders. Now, looking at the volatility, we're looking at the VIX. The current value is 21.66. That is elevated volatility, at least in my opinion. The daily expected move is plus or minus 53.54. The weekly expected 117.87, and the monthly 245. Okay, so this is, these are again elevated risk, elevated volatility. Definitely, I would caution on taking on risky trades. And then, of course, if you haven't already been made aware, we do offer futures, stocks, forex, back testing, trading plans, and psychology courses that you can take. You can click the link in this newsletter to browse and register for a course. There is a 3-month complimentary access to UFOs and AutoClimate if you are basically you get that for free if you sign up for any of these courses. All right. The next one being the market climate for crude oil. Pop that chart open. Crude oil is again, we saw yesterday there was a bit of indecision, and then today we're just booming on up past the 60 mark, which is, again, even round numbers are, they always tend to catch, a lot more eyeballs. Let's call it like that. The current climate is up. It is confirmed. It is the 11th day out of typically 7. And, if you want to learn a little bit more about what these basically wicks on these dots mean, that's the ATR, but they do have a deeper meaning. So definitely check out some of the courses and videos we got on here. But again, having a confirmed climate going, well, as of tomorrow, it'll essentially, I'm sorry, actually, as of, I think it'll be Friday. This will be twice past its standard point of movement upwards. So that's again something to caution when things get overextended to that extent. No pun intended there. They tend to move faster on the way down too. Sell UFOs up above a 65, 65, 62, 11. Right, let's just go ahead and just kind of show those here. Right, 62.11 to 65.65. And the buy UFO is actually the origin of this, kind of big move upwards that we've had from 58.91 to 57.27. With crude oil, again, still elevated market volatility, 35.14. Expected daily move about $1.34, weekly 295, monthly 650, 615. And looking at today, um, I mean, we're looking at a movement from already, so 59.52. It's already gone past its daily expected move. So, there's a good chance that as the day opens in about half an hour, we may see a little bit more volatility kick in. If you are not looking for courses, if you just simply want to use the apps that we're using here, which is the AutoUFOs and the AutoClimate, which, by the way, you can obtain for free, the AutoClimate. And the AutoUFOs is a subscription based program that does offer monthly and yearly memberships. So definitely click the link there. Okay, looking at gold. So gold is now it is a confirmed down climate. It is the 3rd out of 7 typically down, as we see here. And we were looking at this yesterday. We were looking at quite the drop today. It did break these previous lows over here. So gold is kind of moving on downward trajectory. It's already in the red for the day by 1.2%, which is again, these are even for gold, even though this is 1957. I think anything over 18% is what I typically consider a high volatility environment. We do have a new UFO that has formed from 1831.5 to 1810.1, and a buy UFO down below at 1754.9 to 1706.2. Okay, so gold again also an elevated volatility. Again, it is kind of moving. It has moved down from those 2000s down to these 1960s. It's then kind of, it was in a little bit of a consolidation here, and then it broke to the downside, and now resuming that additional break to the downside. So for gold, expected daily move about 2203, weekly 4850, and monthly at 100.95. Okay, and then this following, if you do need coaching and support, we do offer even a one-on-one coaching support. You can set up for an all asset advanced coaching using this link. Again, same thing, monthly, yearly, or all inclusive memberships are offered. So there's a multitude of instructors that are part of our team. You may be able to see eye to eye with me or somebody else, maybe Pedro, maybe Andrew, maybe Jose, and you want to get a little bit more of their personal feedback on some of these things. Definitely check out that link there so you can get a hold of us. Looking at the dollar, the Dixie, the current climate is to the downside, but as you see and as we spoke the past few days, we are in this is the fourth unconfirmed climate. Now, interestingly enough, we did have a big drop down, some basing right here, and now we've actually popped back up to these 90.94. The sell UFOs up above at 91.49. The buy UFOs down here at 89.79, 795. There, price is in between. It was in a bit of a consolidation move. This kind of a pop back up might be strong enough to actually turn this around into an up climate. Okay, the volatility on the dollar is 631, so not as crazy as the other markets that we've been looking at. 0.36 on the daily move, which we've already exceeded. 79 on the week, which I believe we have exceeded that as well. And then the monthly 165. Okay. Now, as far as if you don't want to, if for some reason you're unable to catch these overviews on the day that we release them, in the morning and so on, you can always look at our subscribe and take a look at the YouTube channel. This is these sessions are there every day, and then there's a multitude of sessions every day. Check out the website tradewithufos.com so you can look at some of these. Both these commentaries as well as other sessions that we've held publicly on the YouTube channel. Okay, last but not least, the most fun market of all, right? Crypto. The backed Bitcoin current market is up. Confirmed climate 13th out of TBD, right? To be determined. We're still gathering data, so we know where the standard up and down deviations will land on this market. Of course, crypto making, breaking that high of 50,000, that even number that just, was broadcast. I think every network under the sun was like crypto 50,000. So this is, it's obviously big news, especially for everyone that's involved with trading crypto. We will be bringing you some both crypto courses and crypto trading information. To be seen soon. So volatility on crypto is extremely elevated, right? We're seeing these extreme swings of close to $4,000 in a day. Please, if you're trading crypto, make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you take your risk into consideration. Okay. Last but not least, if you do have any questions about any of the courses, the apps, the coaching, anything about the YouTube sessions that we do, you can always email them, right? But if you want to get a little bit more one-on-one attention and you have you want to get some more clarity on, for example, you want to sign up on a course, but you're not quite sure, hey, is this the right fit for me? Schedule so you can self-schedule a clarification call using this link, meaning you can click on this link and get together with one of our guys one-on-one and say, hey, I'm interested in maybe just the apps and some coaching. Or maybe I want to do the course and the apps. Then I'll worry about the coaching later and so on. Always, this is always available for you. Please, do feel free to take advantage of it. Okay. As far as the news, same as yesterday, right? We do have some high impact news coming up this week, both for the dollar and euro pairs, some for the Aussie too, and the pound pairs as well. For the forex stuff, obviously they do impact the futures and some of the markets that we reviewed here as well. Okay, folks, that's the 15-minute 3D market commentary that we have for today. If you have any questions or comments, again, my email is right here as well, boyan@tradictive.com. You can always feel free to email me with any questions or comments. It's been my absolute pleasure to present this session for you today. And, definitely check out our live trading calendar so you can, plug into the live trading rooms that we got going on throughout the week. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the day. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.